Let's head to Kogi State, where a severe flood has submerged 9 out of the 21 local government areas in the state located in the north-central region of Nigeria. The disaster has forced residents to evacuate their homes, which many seek refuge in designated camps set up for displaced persons. The flooding, which has affected hundreds, has been attributed to continuous heavy rainfall and the overflow of major rivers. Now, we're being joined by our correspondent, Joshua Imarayi, who is in Kogi State monitoring the situation. Hello, Joshua. Where are you at the moment and what new information do you have for us?
As we currently speak, Dashen, we are on the River Niger. This is supposed to be the banks of River Niger, but has been overflown with flood waters that was generated from the torrential rainfall that sacked hundreds of residents from their homes in Kogi State. As you can see, I'm on top of the water, and as you can see by my left-hand side are some of the houses that have been submerged by this same water. The situation is dire as it has sent many people from their houses to internal displaced persons camp. But those who couldn't stay in the camp are now patching up with some of their relatives, friends, and well-wishers that their house have not been affected due to the flooding in the state. However, you should note that this place used to be the bank of River Niger that is now entirely submerged by the water. On my left-hand side, this place was usually a dry land, but has now been submerged by the torrential rainfall and the flood waters from the River Niger and the River Benue.
Oh, all right, Joshua. Now, they said 9 out of the remaining local government areas have actually been submerged, which is actually a sad one. And the fact that, most of the residents have had to go to IDP camps to actually stay there for safety purposes. Now, what have you heard on the part of the government?
Well, we are yet to establish communications with the government, but however, we spoke to some of the officials from the SEMA who declined speaking with us and stated that the only person that is authorized to speak with us from that of the emergency response team is the executive secretary of the SEMA. However, it is noteworthy that some of the residents and residents of Kogi State in particular who are taking a refuge in this IDP camp have highlighted a number of situations that are affecting them, one of which is the poor conditions of this IDP camp. What we noted earlier was that most of them took to the IDP camp without their personal belongings, and they've been subjected to the most dire situation as ever. Some of them brought mats, some of them brought sack bags. There is no mosquito net in that area. That place is a free fall as they could be infested with malaria, several mundane situations. And according to what we heard, the governor came earlier and distributed food items to them. But there seems to be abnormalities concerning the distribution of some of those materials. So that is what we know for now.
All right, Joshua, what abnormalities are you talking about? Because from what we're seeing, it doesn't look like, the government is actually involved. When you talk about bringing relief materials to people who are in need, we expect to see, some of the things that you've mentioned from coverings, beddings and all that, and mosquito nets, even food, items and all that.
So what we got so far from the residents of Kogi State in particular who were at the IDP camp. The food materials that was shared generally to them, but unfortunately, some people whose house were not affected by the flooding besieged that place. I don't know if it's as a result of hunger in the town or as a result of the current situation in the country, but some of them whose house have not been affected by the flooding besieged that place, got a share from this food meant for people who have been displaced by the flood. However, when we got there, we met the vigilante person guiding the entire arena there. He was not being truthful about the entire situation because we spoke to him prior before our conversation on live. He gave us a different idea. Subsequently, a different idea emerged when we got him on camera. He mentioned some things that they shared rice, beans, semo to them. According to reliable sources, what they only got was bags of rice and bags of semo. Somebody even showed me a cup that was used to measure the amount of food given to these individuals. It was a 1 liter cup. Now imagine what the 1 liter cup would do to the residents who have been besieged by their home, who have no place to lay their heads, and most of their farm being submerged by this flooding.
Okay. All right. I think would definitely have to reach out to you a bit later so you could give us an update, and would like to also know or would love for you to be able to reach out to government to find out what is being done, and if there's any updates, we'll definitely get that from you later. Thank you so much, Joshua.